Welcome to the RPL Assess Assessor portal. As a professional assessor using RPL Assess, you should focus on the RPL applicant's work and experience during the last 5 years, with a particular emphasis on the previous 2 years. Consider, what will a competent person look like? Let's get started. Use your login and password to access your Assessor's portal. Your portal displays each of the students you are working with the units of competency they've been assigned. You can confirm your student's progress at a glance by checking the percentage complete beside each unit. Select your student, click on the relevant unit of competency, the link that will open the unit of competency. This becomes your work platform for the RPL process. Instructions on the RPL process, performance criteria, performance evidence, knowledge evidence, assessment conditions, and the option to add notes. You'll see the students' RPL evidence appear as they load documents, photos, video, or certificates. As the assessor, you have complete control of the RPL assessment process and the weighting of the student's evidence. In this example, we consider the value or contribution of the BSB 41415 Certificate 4 in Workplace Health and Safety Certificate towards the student's RPL for BSB RSK 401 to be 40 points out of a possible 100. Your professional judgment becomes a numeric weighting of the RPL evidence. A resume might be considered to be a less valuable item of RPL evidence. So in this example, we've weighted the resume at 5 points. The next step is to confirm your professional judgment by locking the numeric weighting you've assigned. Click on the padlock icon beside the evidence. To assign the RPL evidence to a specific criteria, in this case, performance criteria 1.1 and 1.2, click on the small green cross beside your selection. A drop-down menu will open. Type the first few letters of the RPL evidence you'd like to assign. The full name of your selection is highlighted. In this example, we've assigned the BSB 41415 Certificate 4 in Workplace Health and Safety Certificate to Performance Criteria 1.1. Click on your highlighted selection. You'll see the numeric weighting you've selected is assigned to Performance Criteria 1.1. A barometer will appear to indicate the progress of that criteria. The objective is to assign 100 points to each criteria across the unit of competency. It's that easy. You're in control. Your professional judgment as an assessor determines the value of the student's RPL evidence. We've included a great time saver. You have the option to assign RPL evidence to each criteria across the unit of competency in one action. Refer to the student supporting documents and click on the small green cross beside the RPL evidence you'd like to assign to each criteria. In this example, we've selected the resume that's weighted at 5% out of a possible 100. 5% weighting has been added to each criteria, including a further 5% to Performance Criteria 1.1. The barometer has increased accordingly. You have the option, as a professional assessor, to add supplementary RPL evidence. Open a dialogue with your student, ask some questions, draw out what you need to help your student across the line. If your student needs gap training, upload their result, then assess, weight, and assign. You might include photos, a video, a competency conversation. In fact, any and all evidence that will contribute to confirming the student's prior skills and knowledge. Click on Assess Uploads to open the space for the assessor to drag and drop extra evidence. Naturally, your supplementary RPL evidence remains in soft copy. Save it in a convenient location on your computer, ready to access and load onto RPL Assess. Drag and drop the files from your computer to the space under Assessor Uploads. Click on Commit Files for Evaluation. Assess and weight the supplementary evidence, in the same way you managed the original evidence that was submitted by the student. Remember, you're in control at all times. Your professional judgment is the key to an efficient, compliant RPL assessment. As you progressively assess, weight, and assign the evidence, RPL Assess will automatically tally and keep track of your progress. You'll notice the Evaluation in Progress barometer appears and starts to build. When the evaluation in progress reaches 100%, the unit of competency is complete and may be graded. Click on Grade this RPL assessment. In this example, the RPL assessment is not yet competent. If you attempt to finalize the unit prematurely, RPL Assess will display a warning. It's not possible to grade the unit as competent without achieving 100% on all the criteria. On occasion, a student won't be able to demonstrate evidence of sufficient prior skills and knowledge. It may be reasonable to finalize that student as not yet competent. When you're happy with the RPL assessment, click Finalize this RPL assessment. This is your final response, so be sure you're happy to move forward. That's it. Your RTO will take it from here.